When it comes to consuming news, I am always struggling with wanting to stay up to date, but not wanting to spend too much of my day scrolling through different websites. For this reason, in this video, I will show you how to get summaries of news articles from different news sites all in one place. To build this automation, we will be using RSS feeds combined with AI capabilities inside of a tool called Taskade. So, even if you're not interested in a news article specifically, stick around as the basics of building this automation can be used to build other workflows inside this great tool. With that said, let's get started. For this example, let's imagine that you would like to keep up with the NFL. Maybe you're a fan or you're just trying to stay competitive in your fantasy league. Whatever the case may be, the first thing that we will need to get is the RSS URL of the news sites where we want to fetch articles from. If you're not familiar with RSS technology, an RSS feed is a tool that allows you to automatically get updates from your favorite websites, such as news sites or blogs, without having to visit them directly. It delivers the latest content from these sites straight to a feed reader so you don't miss any updates. In our case, our feed reader will be the program Taskade, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, where we will be getting these news updates. If you're not sure how to find the RSS feed for a particular website, simply Google it or look for the RSS symbol. For example, let's say that you're trying to get news articles from CBS Sports. Simply head on over to Google, type in RSS feed CBS NFL. Here is the link of the RSS news feeds from CBS Sports. Go ahead and open that up. Here you can choose from different sports. This example, we are working with the NFL. Once you click that, you will get this kind of XML output for the website. This really does not matter for us. All we're looking for here is this URL. So go ahead and copy this and save it to a notepad or just anywhere, as we will be using this URL here in a few minutes. Once we have that, let's say that now we want to do the same thing for Fox Sports. So let's just switch that to Fox. Here you can see we also have the RSS feeds for Fox Sports. I'm going to choose NFL. And again, I'm going to copy this URL and save it. And we'll work with these two news sites for right now. So once you have saved your RSS feed URLs, we need to head on over to Taskade. I have a ton of videos on Taskade if you want to learn more about it, but in simple terms, Taskade is an AI-powered task and project management app and really does have a lot of strong AI capabilities, which is mainly what I use the tool for. So I'll leave the link in the description in case you want to try it out for free. So with that said, let me show you what we're trying to build here with this workflow. So here in Taskade, I have different folders here on the left side. I'm going to head on over to my testing folder. Here you can see that I have 3 projects inside the testing folder. And let's take a look at the NFL headlines project. So in this project, what I am doing is I am using that RSS feed URL for both CBS Sports and Fox Sports. And every time there's a new article related to the NFL posted in either of those 2 websites, I am having the article title show up here in this project, as well as a quick summary or 1-sentence summary of the report. And I even have the link here where I can click on it and it'll open up on my browser and I can read the article if needed. So this is a very simple kind of workflow or automation that you can build where you can bring in over news article titles and URLs from different news sites into a single workplace where I can quickly go through the headlines here and be up to date with all the NFL related news. But let's say I want to take this a step further. And if I head on over here to the NFL summaries, my CBS workflow has still not refreshed. That's okay. I'll show you here what the Fox automation is doing. So here I'm not only retrieving the article or the news article title, I am also having an AI agent that I built within Taskade go through the article and give me a summary that is 500 characters or less, so that I have a better idea of what the article is about. And also, similar to the headlines, if I wanted to, I could also add the link here where I could reference or go to the article directly. but I am getting this 500 character summary that really is enough for me to go through each of these news articles. So I'll show you how to build both of these things in this video. So let's keep going. So to continue building this automation, we now need to create an AI agent inside of Taskade. You can think of an AI agent as a virtual employee that you can train, and using AI, you can have it do different tasks or automate different things for you within the tool. So to create our AI agent, we're gonna head on over here to the AI agents tab. As you can see here, I already have 3 AI agents created, but we are gonna create a new one using the create agent button. Here we have different options on how we want to create our AI agent. We can have AI create it for us, we can create it from scratch, or we can use kind of some of the templates that Taskade provides on different kind of industries or departments to create AI agents. But in this case, we are just going to create one with AI. So I'm going to choose this option. And here I'm going to input the description of what I want the AI agent to accomplish. In this case, I want an agent that can scrape and read news articles using a URL and provide a 500 character or less summary. I'm going to click on execute, and I'm going to give this a few minutes to finish. Okay, in this case, it was very quick. I'm going to name this newsbot number 2 as I already have a newsbot created. I'm going to go over the instructions it provided. Okay, so I do like what it has here. And here on the commands, I see that it created different commands, but really I just need this agent to do one thing, and that is to read and analyze the news article to provide a concise 500 character summary. So once I'm happy with the result, I'm going to create and launch agent. It'll open up the agent's edit screen again for me to review the instructions and the configurations. Something I do want to make sure is that here under the tools, I have the web search and site reader enabled so that the agent can crawl the internet. The commands, again, we deleted the other commands. I only have one command, and that is to read and analyze the news article to provide a concise 500 characters summary, and I am content with the result. So we have our RSS feeds URL from Fox Sports and CBS Sports. We created our AI agent. The last kind of building block that we have for this automation is to create a project. So in this case, I'm going to create a new project from scratch. I'm going to name this NFL Summaries 2 because I already have projects named NFL Summaries. And then here I'm going to add 2 blocks. So one is going to be CBS, then the other block is going to be Fox, and I can delete this one at the top, and now we are good to go. So now we have a project where we can throw our outputs from our automations to. We have our AI agent that will help us scrape the news articles and provide summaries, and we have the RSS feeds URLs from both Fox Sports and CBS Sports. So the next step is building our automation here in the automations tab and tie all of these 3 things together. So let's start building this automation. So we want to click here on add automation, and we are going to start from scratch. Here in the Taskade automations, you always start with a trigger, and then you add a step or various steps after the trigger. This you can think of as if-then clauses. So if this happens, then do this. This is how you want to approach automations within Taskade. Before we do that, let me just rename this, and I'm going to rename it to Fox Sports Summaries. Okay, so to start our automation, we're going to start with our RSS URL. So here we can see that on the right side, the parameters for this specific trigger is we only need the URL. So this is where we want to go to our notepad, and we are going to take the Fox Sports URL, copy this URL, and we're going to paste it here. Once that happens, the next step would be to ask our AI agent to summarize the news articles that are coming in. in that URL. So here we're going to run an agent command. If you recall, our newsbot 2 agent only has one command, and that is to summarize news articles and provide summaries that are 500 characters or less. So this is why we are running an agent command. So here you can choose which agent you want to run the command from. So we are using our newsbot 2 agent in this case. The command, again, we only have one command for this agent, and that is to summarize the news articles. And how are we going to point this agent to the news articles is we are going to use the link that is contained in the RSS feed. So every time this RSS feed gets updated with a news article, these are the different things or entities that come with that new article. And within these entities, we have a link to that specific article. So this is how we're pointing our AI agent to ask it to summarize the article contained in this link. So once it does that, then the last step would be to add a task to the project that we created. So in this case, if you recall, we created an NFL Summaries 2 project. I want this under the Fox block because we are using the Fox RSS URL. The content of this task, I want it to be the title coming from the RSS feed. As you can see here, this is coming from the RSS feed. This is coming directly from the trigger. Then I want to add 3 dashes, the word summary in uppercase, colon, and the next thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add the agent command result. And what is the result of the agent command? Well, the summary that we're asking our agent to provide. So once that happens, I can also choose where inside the Fox Sports block I want this to be situated. So I want this to be at the very start. And that is it. That is all we need to create this summary. So I'm going to go ahead and save the changes. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this automation on. So this should activate within 15 minutes. And we should see, I go back here to our projects, to the NFL Summaries 2 project. Under the Fox block, right now it's empty, but we should see a summary of a new article provided here. So I'm going to pause the video and we can come back to it to see the result after 15 minutes. So now that the automation has finished, let's take a look at the result. As you see here, we just got a new update and it is a week 2 recap. So up to this point is the title of the article, and then from summary all the way down is the summary provided by our AI agent. So this was for our Fox Sports feed URL. If you want to do the same thing for CBS, you can simply take your Fox Sports summaries automation, duplicate it, and then edit the copy, rename it to CBS, and change the actual RSS URL to your CBS Sports URL, and save the changes, then turn the automation on, and then you now have both the CBS feed and the Fox Sports feed to work with. And obviously you can, if you don't want the AI agent to summarize the article, maybe you're just looking for the title and the link of the news article, you can simply skip this step and simply go from the new item in feed straight to the add task step. And here, instead of summary, maybe you can use the content that comes into with the RSS feed, or maybe you just want the link to go back or reference the article and you're just looking for the title. So play around with these values to see what you can get. But this way, if you're doing it this way, then you're actually getting an AI agent to summarize or read and then summarize the article for you. So there you have it. This is how you build an automation using RSS feed URLs and AI automation to provide summaries of news articles and save them into a single kind of project management application, in this case Taskade. So let me know what you think of the video. Let me know if you are using these type of automations already in Taskade for other reasons that are not news articles, or any questions that you may have. Please leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.